Welcome back to a sunny November 3rd here in south central Ontario. Yeah, look at the tunnel behind me. Isn't that pretty cool? Out for a little zip on the e-bike today. I'm on what would be, if you look on a map for a snowmobile trail, I think this is, I thought I saw a sign that said B or E, maybe a B or E, can't remember which one it is. I'll put a picture down here. I rode by a dozen signs. B208 or E208, something like that, of the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Trails. In the wintertime, it's a sled trail. In the summertime, it is a multi-use ATV, bike, horseback. Wintertime, you know, bikes and horses and stuff, they'll be on these as well. They're multi-use that way. ATVs are not allowed on the snowmobile trails in wintertime, of course, because the permit money does go in to keep them groomed nicely. But my fat tire e-bike's not going to bother that. And sadly, we didn't have any snow last year anyways. I think the local trails up here were open 2 or 3 days, but that was it. But yeah, just cruising along. Been a while since I've been up here. I haven't had a snowmobile in about 10 years. Used to come up here all the time. But isn't this kind of cool? Nice big tunnel under the road. County Road 35 here in Northumberland County. Going over top. You can hear it's pretty busy too based on the amount of cars going by. Now this used to be a CNR, Canadian National Railroad, rail track. It ran from Belleville to Peterborough. And I don't know when the last time I actually saw a train. There was a sign back at the other end, and when I go back I'll stop and take a picture of it. There used to be a flag stop at the county road just down the other side of where I'm, about 3 or 4 kilometers behind the camera. And there was a flag stop station where it wasn't a real train station. If you wanted to catch the train, you kind of waited in this little wooden structure and raised a flag, and the train come and saw the flag and it would stop for you. The sign says the flag stop hasn't been used since 1953. So I'm going to guess that the rails probably didn't, you know, the rails probably haven't used since probably maybe the early 1960s then. Passenger rail service, unfortunately, here in Canada just is not what it is in a lot of places in the world. Our population is pretty heavily spread out. So as you can hear by the cars above me, we tend to drive a lot. Now, supposedly they are going to rebuild a railroad from Montreal to Toronto via Ottawa, Peterborough, high speed. I don't think it's going to be on this track though. They do say it's an easement they already have. I think we're too far south to get the Ottawa one. I'm pretty sure that's north of Highway 7. And that's too far to go on the e-bike. E-bike's running about 20K on a charge. But yeah, just come out for a little zip today. Figure I'd shoot some quick video of it. Mind you, I've rambled on here for the last 5 or 6 minutes. But yeah, I'll throw some video up here. I actually went through a cow pasture back a little bit, and I'll throw that video up here as well. The gates are wide open. There's cows out there, but in the ground, there's these really cool cement grates, and they must be spaced just enough that a cow won't walk over them because there's a gap and their foot could fall through. And yeah, so the gates are all open. You just zip through and the cows are just kind of standing there watching you. But anyways, I'll throw some of that video up here. Hope you enjoyed the little e-bike trip. E-Wild e-bike. I got a video for that. I'll put that right here. I'll put a link in the description at the end, or in the end card on the end screen if you want to check it out. I'm really happy with it. It's a cool little bike. Actually, it's not little. It's got fat tires. It's a pretty big bike. But yeah, battery is running. I get about, like I say, I got about 20-25 kilometers on a charge, and I will admit that's a lot of heavy power electric assist, because those big wide tires, they are hard to move on your own. Yeah, I think when we bought it, probably should have went one model up. It was only a couple $100 more, but a set of spokes, it came with mag wheels, and the brakes, instead of being cable operated disc, they were actually hydraulic disc. And the computer display was a far nicer unit. You know, had Bluetooth, all that stuff in it. I'm actually surprised, and I've looked actually a couple days ago at Emo's site, and they've actually gotten rid of pretty much the basic version of this, and they just have the upscale version. You can buy it with either the steel spokes or the mags, and I think the two of the options are basically the same price now. So they've kind of got rid of that low-end unit, and prices are still super reasonable on that. Designed and assembled here in Canada, so check it out.